Today, Precarious plays
Wave Race 64.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
This might be the last episode we do for this game. So if I remember correctly, according to the manual, I don't think handling impacts your speed meaningfully.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for top end, and grip evidently is like how buoyant it is. Like you ride higher on the water.
Okay.
And a looser grip, essentially you trade handling away for top speed.
Okay.
So I'm going to go top end with a loose grip, and we're going to see on Sunny Beach what the best time I can achieve with this character.
Okay.
And we're going to do the same thing with the other one in his default state.
Okay.
Nope. Got to do a nice, clean, smooth race.
Yep.
You are very slippery in this way, though.
So, since this is the last episode, well, probably the last episode we're going to do on Wave Race 64, I do have to say that having played it a little bit more, the tricks are fun. The tricks are more fun than 1080 snowboarding. I like 1080 snowboarding's environments better, but I think it is, as we discussed before, they just probably couldn't do more because of the waves in Wave Race. Like, this was very difficult technology. I mean, it's still kind of complicated technology, really. Good water.
Well, the interesting
games.
thing is that it's possible that like the formulas used to math it all out might be the same or similar if someone were to try to make a game like this today. I think that it's just like the textures and shaders would be improved.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to think about. Whereas I think that 1080 snowboarding would probably actually use something closer to this if they were to make a sequel now.
Yeah.
Because whenever the creator was talking about working on new technologies, they were excited because they could dynamically render all of the snow. So you could react to it and be like, okay, so if 15 people have gone down this part of the slope and compacted all of the snow, it's gonna behave differently than if you were the first person there.
Yeah.
Which is closer to how this is, where it's like, from the end user experience. You know what, maybe it's not right to try to compare them like in a programming sense, but from an end user experience, it's like I see this and then I react to it.
Yeah.
In the middle of play.
Yeah, well, I think that this game definitely pays for the waves by making the environments a little bit less cool. Haha.
Terrible. Okay, so 118.
118.
And I think I was getting up to like 108.
Okay. Now let's try the frogmen. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. You know, it's funny, like, immediately when playing 1080 snowboarding, I wanted to play it more.
Yeah.
Whereas this game, I'm just kind of like, nah, that's okay. And I think it might be because now that you've exposed this flaw in the racing.
I don't know. Okay, no, see, that's extreme. That's too much. Because do you see that? Like, even if I'm missing things here, that I feel like. So it's like, for a character like this where they're worse at handling, you can get better at that. You know? You can compensate for it
With your own personal skill.
Yeah, but no amount of skill is going to let your vehicle produce more kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
I can't practice my way. Like, you can practice your way into a better time,
Yeah.
by improving like the route that you take.
Yeah.
And by like not having errors. But no amount of willpower will make your vehicle faster.
Yeah.
Like actually like increase the velocity of the vehicle.
Yeah, you were like
And
2
fuck
whole
this.
seconds,
Man,
3 whole seconds
yeah,
faster
3 seconds.
on your first try.
And I had a fault.
Yeah. Which they penalize you for. Yeah, no, this is stupid.
They actually penalize it for you twice. Because you get penalized once for like I think it was that I'm pretty sure that I like it was bad enough that I fell partially off my jet ski.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a time penalty there, and it reduces your maximum. It reduces your current power.
Yeah.
So you have to build back up. So what the hell? And this, keep in mind, it's him at his normal configuration.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So this is what you're racing against.
presumably.
Yeah.
Geez, like if on hard mode, if they are like custom configured to be even faster.
What is the point of getting good at stuff? Like, you can't.
Well, I mean, it's just that I guess you have to look at the 2 fastest racers, and really it's just a competition between them.
Yeah, which is not fun.
Well, it's not great whenever there are, again, only 4 racers participating.
Yeah.
So this
So,
gets a rating of...
but
BUL.
BUL.
Yeah, it's the official BUL rating.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Now, maybe... I don't... hold on, let me go the other direction as well.
We have time to try at least one more thing.
Well, no, the thing that I just want to say, I don't need to demonstrate it.
Mm-hmm.
If you take that character and properly tune him, I feel like he should also be able to meet like the trick potential that I'm going to just go ahead and assume that P. Peaches
Yeah.
is just like an untouchable trick master.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to measure that,
Yeah.
to try to observe it, but man, just like that one character is really dampening my my enthusiasm for the game.
Select your watercraft, please.
Ugh. Well, do you want to try to do some tricks with the other one?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to do tricks with P. Peaches because I think that I've landed on in execution. In execution,
Select your course, please.
I'm with you now. I
Oh.
also like the trick mode a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But hypothetically, I still prefer the races because of how like the slaloming
Yeah.
is integrated right into the races.
Well, then are the time trials better? Well, no, because then you don't have the slaloming for the time trials, do you? No, you do. Woo! Wonder if you could do a double flip. Yay! Oh, wow.
You might
That
be
always
able
looks
to-
like a total mess when it happens.
You might be able to do a double flip.
Whoa.
It's fine. Was the high score on this one 5 or 6,000?
I don't remember.
So now there's an awkward decision to be made.
Yeah.
Do we try to hunt down copies of 1080 Avalanche and Wave Race Blue Storm to see if they improved?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm much less curious about. Well, I don't know, because this made me so grumpy. Maybe like the improvement would be more impressive. I don't know. I need to think about it. But I do know that I'm going to play 1080 more.
I can't remember which of these two. I think that he is also a slower character.
Yeah.
Let me do one of these.
Select your course, please.
And see if I can get close to that time with presumably the third fastest character.
Okay.
Ooh, he is squirrely. No, that was a fault, so that's not fair. I gotta try to at least get a really good lap to compare.
Yeah. But
Ooh, yeah, squirrely. Okay, I'm not gonna restart again. I'm just gonna try to get a good flying lap from lap 2 and then compare that to the best lap time. Man, really, really squirrely.
Are you dipping down into the water like you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've still got the third lap.
Yeah.
I think that his stats were really weird compared to a lot of the other characters.
I wonder what his stats are like that for.
Maybe just to be weird?
Yeah. I wonder sometimes, well, I don't wonder. I think sometimes that games from this era were so unaccustomed to like the new capabilities of 3D that sometimes they're really weird. They're just real strange. Like the intentionality on them is a little bit low. So maybe they just did those stats just to give you something to control, you know?
Now, there was a bit of a mess where I got caught on the sandbar at the end there.
Yeah.
But I kind of doubt it cost me like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I doubt that it cost you 3 whole seconds.
The weird thing about this guy is with the way that I have him set up right now, he could like turn
Select your watercraft, please.
in a way that I would associate with
Select your course, please.
other characters doing like the big deep leaning turn,
Yeah.
just with regular turning. One more, because now I'm kind of wondering, can anybody like statistically keep up with that other? This is making me preemptively irritated because
Yeah.
I'm gonna go spend like the next 6 hours looking
Just,
up
like-
videos and looking at old forum posts about Wave Race 64 where people are. It's like, so is that one character just busted?
Yeah.
How do you beat blank in hard mode? And I kind of
Like
wonder.
you were never meant to.
To beat him, you simply play as him. But I've got to give it a better try. Got to get a nice.
Wait,
Ugh.
that curve is hard for this character.
That curve is just hard in general because
Yeah.
I feel like there's an inclination to do one of the tight turns,
Yeah.
which is probably not the best option since I've already tuned for like loose handling.
Yeah.
But see, that was a nice clean lap.
And it was P Peach's time, roughly.
The total time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm specifically looking at the fine, like the best lap.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that much slower than the Frogman's lap, best lap, but almost all of my laps with Frogman were suboptimal.
Yeah.
I do not have high confidence that if I got really good at this game... See, that's the thing. Like, it's dangerous to try to speak definitively on a game that, you know, you're just playing again. You played it in your youth, and you sit down and it's like, oh, this is busted. Or maybe it's just that you didn't give it enough time, right? I know it doesn't have to be an old game. This can be true of games that are available now. The point is that I do not have confidence that if I were to get really skilled at this, like just play it a lot over like the next couple of weeks, right? And just put a lot of time in, I have a funny feeling that no amount of practice with the other characters would end up letting me outperform
Select your watercraft, please.
What's the
Demariner.
Demariner?
Yeah, Demariner. I don't know if my time would be rewarded with success.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because I kind of have a feeling that at the end of the day, you're probably just best off just playing as this, like he's the guy.
Yeah.
Like he's the one to learn to play well. And I'm thinking about how, like, in Diddy Kong Racing, I think that the characters were balanced enough that there was like a track favorite.
Yeah.
You could count on. Characters that had like high top speed, like Banjo, for example. Banjo would do really well on tracks with long straightaways. And I think that if that game had a problem, it's that the course design, the later you go into the game, the more winding and complicated the courses become. So I remember that the track favorites, like at least for like the strategy guides and Nintendo Power, heavily favored characters like is it Tipsy the turtle? Maybe there was a turtle and there was a mouse, and they both had like super high acceleration and handling. And the later courses are so they're like these convoluted little knots. So I would say that the problem is that the course design eventually favors those two characters, but throughout, just over like the entire length of the game, there's a reason to play as at least like a few different characters.
Yeah.
That was sort of a downer.
Yeah. Well, there were dolphins.
There was a dolphin or two. But how did I win normal? Maybe it's just a hard mode thing. Maybe they give them like secret stat bonuses on hard mode.
Yeah, which is still stupid.
Yeah. The problem is that there's always an incentive to play as Demariner.
Yeah.
Just to get him out of the race.
Yeah.